Hi guys, welcome back to another Solana Gaming Alpha updates, etc. Back for another week here. We've got Infungibles at Solana Gaming Saturdays this week. So these guys are going to be minting, I believe, before the end of the month. They are pairing up with a shitload of Solana PFP projects, and it'll be interesting to see what they've got to say on stream. So, am I looking to mint one of these? I'll be honest, no, I'm not. But I'm keen to actually talk to them. They're keen. They've got a mini game which is working. It's a play-to-earn function. It's a bit of a retro kind of thing to it. I think it'll get better. I'm keen to see it. The team is happy. They're exciting. They are pairing up with a shitload of projects. So it is good to get games at our Saturday shows. You know, whether they're big or small, we're here to bring a game every week. So obviously I do my events with STEPN every week. 5 days jogging, 3 days we do Twitter Spaces. Come and join me along. 2 days at STEPN Discord, 2 days at Grape Protocol Discord, and then 1 day in a Twitter Space. Just have a yarn, you know, like talk about the game, talk about Solana gaming, talk about COVID in your place. You know, if I can help with anything, come along and have a yarn. We give away 3 NFTs for this particular event, and up to 3 per day for these ones, and we do these 3 days a week for the Twitter Spaces. So I've got one Monday afternoon. All the times are always local in your local time zones in your Discord for both STEPN and Grape. So, you know, I love being a part of these. Friday's Twitter Space was pretty cool. Like, it's getting gamified. I'm having fun running it. We're giving away prizes. We gave away 2 NFTs on the Friday, so the floor price is still around 5 Solana for these. You know, like, they are giving away big prizes every week. I want to start getting a bit better on looking at coins. So I've swapped over to going to CoinGecko, and it's very interesting to see some of the numbers. So I need to get different to viewing this. It's a little bit different than TradingView. But interesting things I noticed was Star Atlas coming down to 7 and just under 8 cents. You know, Bitcoin's kind of going a bit sideways now. It came back up a little bit. You know, it was down to 37, 38K, something like that last week. Now, Defi Land are going to have a big NFT launch soon that requires DeFi coins. So I wonder what that's going to do to the coin. Obviously, it's come down 7 days, down 25%. So I'm surprised at seeing how some of the coins are still staying fairly up. I had a rough night. Sorry, guys. I'll try not to do that. But late nights, early mornings, crypto doesn't sleep for anybody. So, yeah, you can see there is a lot of action in these. What has been positive? Should I do that? No, I can't. I've got to get used to how I view these portfolios. I'd rather have the coins in set order because that lets my little fractured mind look at it. Fractal, I'm still getting used to doing and seeing. I'd love to see a platform actually so you could link the games in order of how you want to view them. Like a lot of these games I think are garbage, and I'm not stressed at following everything. There's some great games in here too, don't get me wrong, and I think Fractal is meant to be one of the premium marketplaces coming up, so they're having a lot of really big partnerships. Now, Magic Eden, there was a really couple of big launches today, so let's start with the smaller one. All right, so Bitspawn launched today, and a lot of people probably haven't heard of Bitspawn or haven't done much research into them. I've done 2 AMAs with them, and they're going to be an esports platform on Solana, and I think they'll be decent. I minted one, 3,333 at one Solana. They didn't mint out straight away. They took 5 or something hours to mint out. So the advertising behind it may not have been the best. I think the Discord news and the alerts there were very poorly done. I don't even like the NFTs, but I like the team and I like the project and what they're planning on doing. They are going to give you guys a chance to earn money while playing computer games, whilst watching streamers. They're going to be doing events, competitions, and, you know, they're linking up with Cryo War. These are all very big things. I've got $400 or something worth of Spawn tokens. I think they'll be good for Solana. I think the NFT could have been better designed. I think the NFT could have been better launched. But it is what it is. They sold out nonetheless. 3,300. A lot of other projects are not even selling 2,300. So it's still very positive for Bitspawn, I think. And it was a great thing to follow. So I've you know, because I've had 2 AMAs with the team and Eric from Bitspawn, I still keep up with them. You know, we even did a FIFA event with them, which was only a few people turned up to from our side of things. So they are there. Now, Sweets minted out. Some people are going to complain about this. The thing is, you had so much time to be able to get a whitelist spot for Sweets. There was so much information available for it. All you had to do was have a stylish stud or a fine filly, and there was 10,000 stylish studs. The floor went up to about 3 Solana during the pre-whitelist snapshot, and now you're seeing you minted at 2.22 and they're selling for 15 Solana. If you actually go and see, there was also executives and owner suites are selling for 67 Solana at a 2 cost. You're 30 times your money in 3 hours. They've done almost 30,000 Solana volume in 3 hours. This is going to be monstrous. Now, do I think it's going to go much higher? Keep in mind, portals went to about 20 Solana in the first week and then cooled down. Portals just this week went to 60 Solana and again has backed off and cooled down. So where do I think this is going to go? I think this is going to be similar. It's linked in with a game that's done 13, 14 million downloads. They've done 2 games on mobiles, and I think we're going to have big news about Photo Finish and Fine Fillies, about the stylish studs and the fillies, and the first breeding season, which will do the Gen 0 horses, coming out, I think, in the next week or 2. And that's going to be positive news for these. Now, this team is very embedded into American sports. Don't get me wrong, I think this will be big. Now, I had stylish studs and fillies on multiple wallets just from how I manage my own assets. So I minted all 3 of mine, and I'll probably sell one somewhere around now and take a little bit of profit. Why not? But I think they're going to go up. So I'm not going to sell all 3. I'll just sell one, take a little bit of profit. And I'm going to be entering a syndicate anyway for Photo Finish. So my money's just going to go straight back into the game. But it's a cool way that I can de-risk my money from that game, because, you know, we're going to be going into a big Grape syndicate. And I want to make sure that, you know, like anyone, it's a degenerative move and risk. So you try and de-risk yourself out of that. But there's lots of other news. It was interesting to see Zoolana's mint. So their alpha red has scaled back a third. It went over 6.5, and that's come down to around 4 at the moment. And you can see, even though these guys did a complete whitelist mint. So they made sure they bumped up the mint to something like it was 5,000. They increased the mint cap after their alpha red went hyped. And then they had some dramas getting the whitelist completely sold out, and gave away, I think, a few of the last numbers. I don't think it was a super amount, but you can see the floor on these shows not that much confidence. It's really funny because they added rarities to the alpha blue, and there was no rarities in the red. And the alpha blue had rarities. It was a 55% chance you were going to get a bronze. And these are, you know, 75% of the floor. So people aren't super confident about that. If gold is the second best rarity for the second most amount of tokens, then yeah, it's kind of interesting. Have they had much trading volume? That's a bit, I guess. They're selling, so people are buying into the bronzes by the looks of it. I minted my 2. I've got my 15 reds. You know, I haven't sold those. They went up to 6.5. I didn't sell any. We'll see how we go with that game. So there's lots of other games and stuff to be watching. Now, what was interesting, I saw this linked on the Daily Grapevine. They do a whole heap of curation for tweeters and tweets and stuff like that. It's a good place to be able to see. Whoa, it's a good place to be able to see all different kinds of information. Now, let me put this on the big screen.
They brought their wrath to our sacred valley. They thought they broke us, wore us out, puncturing our existence. They ravaged our lands. We fought for scraps. We fought for survival. But they forgot one thing about us. We lived in the underbellies of this world, and the shadows dared not take us. They built this world around us.
They built this city on rock and roll. So, Ramon Online. I need to go and do some filthy degenerative research on this one. The video looked really cool. It's got a very Lord of the Rings kind of feeling to me. The graphics, the artwork looks really cool. And that's the kind of shit you want to see, right? So it was cool to see them. They're on they're retweeting. So I don't know how they contact Grapevine. I don't know how that works still, which is funny. So let's look at some basic numbers. 2,000 followers joined December early. I don't know if they've got a Discord. Go and have a look. Nyan Heroes, I have a few tweets. They've got some stuff coming out for... You can see the weapons. These are things that fit onto the back of the Guardians. And their floors being going to the 8 to 9 marker. So people are fairly confident with that. And you've got the staking periods as well. They introduced the staking periods super quickly. So that was impressive. Now, another guild. I still think their starting floor price was too much for this game. I'm gonna. They've really taken out people that could play this game early. So it was around $1,200 to buy a 9 here. I just thought that was too much of a base floor line. Now we did have a whole lot of news from Star Atlas this week about factions, about being able to craft, patterns coming out. There's going to be 25 new ships. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, not that. No, I don't need to do my ships at the moment. Yeah, we'll have a look. Drop them in here. So I keep this on one of my side monitors. And you can see your hardened fleets are now up. So that's the next section. There's going to be some kind of NFT drops for having your ships in for a certain amount of time. I don't think there's any game bonus out of that. But, yeah, I still keep mine. I still stake mine away for Polis. There was a bit of... I got a bit of news this week that made me a bit limp. So they may be coming off the Serum market and doing their own marketplace because they can't work out how to get it. So at the moment, when you want to go and get your food, fuel, ammunition, and repair kits, you've got to do like 5 different transactions. And it is painful as... it is a slow, painful process. So I think they're going to be doing their own. And this is the kind of thing that really hurt Star Citizen. They kept trying to build their own products. I don't know why they're trying to do this. It feels like they're trying to control the market and make it more of a business when they should be concentrating on doing other things. So there was some really positive news. Metaverse Explorer obviously does great content for this. And you can see here from a map, this comes from one of their AFIA streamers, I believe, did it. It shows you a little bit about what to expect from like the metaverse at the start. Now, we already knew that the metaverse had a central source that's going to be the discovery of Iris. So you think this is going to be Iris, and this is going to be like the end goal, the earliest goal for most factions. They're going to want to find that. That's going to be huge money kind of thing. But you can see now some of the ships, you're coming out into a plan. So the Agrica, you're going to need resources from Oni and resources from Usta to be able to build those ships. So the opals are the same. There's a lot of information to dissect, and it's definitely not something that you want to just spend 5 seconds understanding. If you plan on playing this game, it's going to be a lot of political intrigue. There's not going to be great gameplay for many years. So you need to understand how the game is going to work in the short time and how that's going to affect your earning capacity, because there is good earnings. All the ships are going up, and it's interesting to see Polis at $4 for that reason. Now, what other news? Faction reps. Oh, they're going to have 3 Titans. So there is going to be 3 Titans coming out, and they're going to be, they call this like a Dutch blind auction or a reverse Dutch blind auction. They're going to go for above 100,000. I don't know. It seems a bit weird. I think put them at auction and let people, like, it just seems like they're bidding people against each other. I don't know that I would participate in a Dutch blind auction, but then I don't have $200,000 to throw at a ship either. So it's each to their own. There is going to be Atlas single-sided staking, and if these guys go and do some kind of their own marketplace, then you would expect that's going to get you cheaper fees. So moving off to the Serum marketplace, I don't like it. It gave me a limp dick feeling, like I was hard for Star Atlas last year, and yeah, I've gone more and more flaccid with some of these kinds of things. They need to concentrate on building the game and the mini game and making that better, and working with the projects and products that have been built and used by other projects. Now I know Remnants had a successful launch from talking to a few other people, and their NFT is available on Market Magic Eden, I believe, as well. So I do think that that's going to be one to keep your eyes open on. Bridgesplit, they had a really cool bit of news this week with the $7 million market cap. I think that's on one Solana MBS. So your monkeys. And Bridgesplit, I mentioned them on another alpha video. It's going to be one to watch out for, fractionalization, and we're going to be able to potentially lend versus our NFTs. Big one this week. I'm still, of course, watching for touch your cows. You got to go and pet your animals. Now I'm waiting for the NFT. This should be this week, I believe, and it's going to be an NFT that you're going to be locking into a contract for 30 days, and then you've got to water it every day. And the more you do it, the more it's going to give you. I'm trying to concentrate. So the more you water it over those 30 days, the better it's going to be at the end. Now you don't have to do that, but it's rewarding people to play, and it's giving you this watering, farming. It's gamifying it, and I've always loved it. There's also something coming into the game, and that's referral codes. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to link my referral code down. But please, I've covered these guys from the beginning. I've love how we've got the new kind of harvesters here. It's been one of the best things for Solana gaming early, because there's so many different things. They've talked about how there's going to be new land coming out. That'll be a mine. There'll be mining coming into the game as well. They've introduced Audius. It's a cool game, and I'm very much looking forward to the NFT links. So the big 3 NFT links this week that I'll be watching out for is going to be Defi Land is one of them. What's the other one? Botborgs. I didn't have any link for Botborgs this week, but Botborgs is another one I think is going to be super fucking awesome. They've done whitelists across shitloads of communities, and I think they'll be big. And then, of course, there is Solana, which is like a metaverse project, linking up a whole heap. Because I've dealt with the team and the devs in that's kind of made me go, okay, I want to collect one. So, yeah, plenty of news. I'm going to keep this one short this week, but I hope I've helped. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.